Mike McCarthy issues telling response after Jerry Jones discusses his Cowboys' future. Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy responded with a question of his own when quizzed about his future, following owner Jerry Jones' hint at a potential new contract. The Cowboys have had a challenging 2024 NFL season, leading to speculation about McCarthy's role. Currently, Dallas is third in the AFC East with a 4-7 record, meaning they need near-perfect performance for the rest of the season to reach the playoffs. Their postseason aspirations were further dented by franchise quarterback Dak Prescott's season-ending injury. Despite criticism from fans, Jones suggested it wouldn't be outlandish for McCarthy to remain with the Cowboys beyond the season. "I don't think that's crazy at all. That's not crazy. Listen, Mike McCarthy is an outstanding coach," Jones stated. "Mike McCarthy has been there, done that. He's got great ideas. So the bottom line is in no place in my body language or anything else have you seen an indication about what we're going to be doing relative to the staff at the end of this year. And we shouldn't. We've got a lot of football left." When asked about his future during a press conference on Tuesday, McCarthy humorously asked reporters, "Why are you laughing? Crazy? I mean, I really haven't talked about it all year, so I'm definitely not going to start on a short week and an important division game. But I'm not going to throw away positive vibes either, so keep them coming. That's all good. But yeah, that's not something I'm really focused on." The Cowboys' 2024 season flickered with promise last weekend after they took down their divisional adversaries, the Washington Commanders, in a thrilling 34-26 victory characterized by fourth-quarter fireworks. A staggering 41 points were chalked up in the game's dying stages, leaving Dallas triumphant. A potential rise to a 5-7 record beckons as they prepare to face off against the faltering New York Giants, who recently cut ties with their high-priced quarterback, Daniel Jones. "It's an excellent team win," McCarthy exclaimed post-victory over the 7-5 Commanders. "It's just great to see our guys rewarded for just staying the course and grinding it out. The messaging has been great. No one's really blinking with whatever is going on around us. It feels good to win." Despite a worrying trend of 6 consecutive home losses, the matchup with the Giants presents a prime opportunity for the Cowboys to reverse their fortunes. "We just had some out-of-balance games, and it's just good to see that we've learned from it," McCarthy said. "We're getting players back like Darren, Bland, and Micah Parsons full speed. We are a growing football team. I think you're starting to see the benefit of a lot of young players playing early. Hopefully, the fruits of those moments are starting to come into play here." Jimmy Johnson calls out Cowboys' Jerry Jones over Dak Prescott contract extension. Any speculation regarding the future of quarterback Dak Prescott with the Dallas Cowboys was put to rest when they signed him to the richest deal in NFL history, a 4-year, $240 million extension with $231 million guaranteed. Unfortunately, the 2024 NFL season has been an absolute disaster for both Prescott and the Cowboys. Not only did the Cowboys fail to win a game for over a month and currently sit at 4-7, but Prescott suffered a hamstring injury that he underwent season-ending surgery to repair. Former Cowboys head coach Jimmy Johnson lambasted team owner and general manager for giving Prescott the deal, noting how financially hamstrung they've been, via Fox Sports. "They're so financially strapped with all of these contracts," Johnson said. "First of all, I would have never given Prescott a new contract. I would have let him play it out. He's the highest paid player in the league. He's not the best player in the league. He wasn't going to go anywhere. If you go to the Super Bowl with him, hey, wasn't going to go anywhere. Pay him whatever. If he struggled in the playoffs, then you negotiate. If he got hurt, you save money. But they're so financially strapped right now, I don't know what they do." The Cowboys host the New York Giants in the annual Thanksgiving Day game at AT&T Stadium on Thursday afternoon. Former Cowboys coach Jimmy Johnson recently said he doesn't believe they'll make the playoffs. Earlier in the month of November, Johnson didn't mince words when it came to what he felt about Dallas' playoff chances. "I think they turn it around. They get better when their star players are back on the field," said Johnson. "But I think it's too late for them to win enough games to be in the playoffs. I don't see them making the playoffs." Johnson led the Cowboys to back-to-back Super Bowl titles in the mid-1990s and was recently inducted into the Cowboys Ring of Honor. Cowboys rule out Jake Ferguson, Zach Martin for Giants clash. The Dallas Cowboys snapped a 5-game skid with a surreal victory over their NFC East foes, the Washington Commanders, in Week 12. Despite the wild win, Dallas is just 4-7 as injuries have derailed the team's season. As the Cowboys prepare to host their annual Thanksgiving Day game, Dallas will once again be missing multiple key players. The Cowboys issued their final injury report before Thursday afternoon's matchup with the New York Giants. Tight end Jake Ferguson and offensive lineman Zach Martin have been ruled out for the contest. Per NFL Network's Mike Garafolo on X, Ferguson is still in the concussion protocol while Martin is dealing with ankle and shoulder injuries. Neither player was able to log a practice during the short week. The Cowboys issued their final injury report before Thursday afternoon's matchup with the New York Giants. Tight end Jake Ferguson and offensive lineman Zach Martin have been ruled out for the contest. Per NFL Network's Mike Garafolo on X, Ferguson is still in the concussion protocol while Martin is dealing with ankle and shoulder injuries. Neither player was able to log a practice during the short week. After missing Week 12's clash with the Commanders, cornerback Trayvon Diggs got in a limited session on Wednesday and is listed as questionable for Thursday's game. Veteran linebacker Eric Kendricks failed to practice for the Cowboys, but is also considered questionable for the matchup against the Giants. While CeeDee Lamb has been playing through injuries the last few weeks, the wideout practiced in full on Wednesday and doesn't have an injury designation for Week 13. The Cowboys also expect to have WR Brandon Cooks back from a knee ailment that's sidelined him since September. Ferguson suffered a concussion during Week 11's loss to the Houston Texans. He was unable to return for Sunday's matchup against the Commanders. Ferguson missed Week 2 after going down with a serious-looking knee injury in the season opener. He'll miss his third game of the year in Week 13. Cowboys Jake Ferguson remains out with a concussion. Martin was also forced to exit the Texans matchup early. The 7-time first-team All-Pro guard didn't suit up for the Commanders contest as ankle and shoulder ailments kept him out of action. Of course, the Cowboys' most devastating loss occurred when quarterback Dak Prescott suffered a serious hamstring injury in Week 9. The veteran passer underwent season-ending surgery, officially dashing any remaining postseason aspirations in Dallas. While backup QB Cooper Rush appeared entirely unprepared to lead the Cowboys' offense, producing just 16 points in his first 2 starts combined.